Hi guys, I'm Alada. I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And today I want to share with you my makeup tutorial inspired by Victoria's Secret's look. It's with soft glam makeup, very feminine. What's most valuable about this video, that I reveal my favorite products and approaches. So let's take a look at this video and let me know after what do you think about. I always start my makeup with proper skin prep. This part is absolutely essential if you want the final look to sit beautifully. First, I use micellar water to gently cleanse the skin. Then I follow with a soft hydrating lotion, which leaves the skin fresh but not sticky. And I finish my skin prep with Tilbury's Magic Cream. I really love this product and I use it a lot before makeup. Not only does it hydrate and prep the skin, but it also works well with many foundations. Now I move on to foundation. For today's look, I'm using Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation, and I intentionally go for a shade that's just a little warmer and deeper than the model's natural tone. Why? Because it gives this beautiful healthy glow, like she just got back from holiday. Just don't forget, if your client is wearing an open dress, you'll also want to match the tone on any visible areas of the body like the chest or shoulders. It makes the whole look more polished and even. Once the base is applied, I go in with concealer, under the eyes, on the eyelids, and on the high points of the cheeks, where I'll later apply highlighter. I'm already starting the light correction of the face, by brightening the areas that naturally catch the light, like the top of the cheeks and under the eyes. This helps to bring out the shape of the face and gives it more dimension, without heavy contouring. Then I take a soft beauty sponge and gently blend everything out. I like to work in soft dabbing motions to keep the product in place, but smooth out all the edges. This step really melts the base into the skin and gives it that flawless, natural look. For bronzer, I'm using the Too Faced bronzer. It blends super easily and has a perfect tone for lighter skin tones. And because I've already applied a light concealer to the high points of the face, it's really easy to see where the bronzer should go. I just follow the natural contrast. I also apply the bronzer around the outer corners of the eyes, right above the eyelids, especially when the eyes are open, and not just on the cheeks, but also on the forehead, on the sides, along the hairline to softly shape the face. I also add a little on the tip of the nose and lightly along the bridge, just to give a bit of natural definition. Then I move on to blush. I'm using a shade from Patrick Ta called Just Enough. It's a beautiful soft pink tone that matches perfectly with my model's pajama top. Very gentle and flattering. I apply the blush right on the cheeks, blending it softly into the bronzer to create a seamless transition. Then I go back to the Tilbury powder and gently press it into the T-zone and under the eyes, just to set the makeup and take away any extra shine where I don't want it. And on the cheeks, I'm using an extra touch of highlighter, my favorite one from Kevyn Aucoin. It gives this soft, elegant glow that feels like it's coming from the skin itself. Never too much, just the right amount. Now, I'm moving on to the eyes. I start by applying a cream eyeshadow in a soft pink tone. I love using creamy textures first, even if the color is super light, because it helps the next layers hold better and gives a little more depth and intensity. Then I take the Pillow Talk palette from Tilbury. Actually, most of the makeup in this look comes from her brand today, not planned, just happens sometimes when the tones match perfectly. I apply a champagne shade in the inner corner to brighten things up. Then I go in with a light pink all over the lid. And finally, I add the darkest shade from the palette in the outer corner to give the eyes more shape and depth, to elongate the eye and create that soft almond shape that feels a little bit Victoria's Secret. Sexy, but effortless. Everything, of course, is well blended, softly with no harsh lines. Next, I use the Maybelline Tattoo Liner Pencil to define the lash line. I apply it right between the lashes and smudge it out slightly to create a soft, diffused wing. I love this type of liner. It doesn't look too sharp or harsh, and it's so much more flattering for everyday or bridal looks. It gives definition without being too intense. Then I clean the edges with a flat brush and a bit of concealer, just to make the wing extra tidy and lifted. After that, I apply individual lashes, just a few small clusters, to give the eyes more lift and volume without looking fake or too dramatic. And now for brows. My model already has beautiful natural brows, so I'm just brushing them through and adding a touch of tinted brow gel from Benefit to define them and hold everything in place. After that, I softly define the brows using a brow pencil, just a few light strokes, with almost no pressure, to gently fill in any sparse areas. Then I go back in with the brow gel to set everything in place. By now, the lash glue has set, so I can go in and coat the lashes with mascara. I'm applying just a little, enough to blend the natural lashes with the false ones, but not too much. The idea here is to keep the lashes looking soft and fluttery. Thanks to the individual clusters, we applied earlier, the eyes already look open and lifted. For the lips, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in Iconic Nude. This one is such a universal shade. If you ever feel unsure which pencil to pick, this is always a safe and flattering choice. And over that, I'm applying one of my recent favorites, the Soft Blush Lip Gloss by Makeup by Mario. It's not only beautiful in color, but also super comfortable to wear. It's non-sticky, which is rare for glosses, and it gives the lips that juicy, fresh finish we want. Now, for the finishing touches. I go back in with dry textures to set the creamy layers and add dimension. For this, I'm using my go-to palette from Hourglass. I mix 2 soft blush shades and apply them right over the cheeks where we used the cream blush earlier. And I also use the bronzer from the same palette to softly build up the warmth on the areas where I applied the cream bronzer before. And that's it. Easy peasy. The most important thing is to try it yourself. Don't worry if you don't have the exact same products. But I have to say, working with high quality textures like these makes everything 5 times easier and faster. So, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed it, and even better, leave a comment to let me know what you think of this look. Will you try it? What did you like the most? And of course, if you'd like to see more tutorials from me, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. Thanks again, and see you soon.